Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Captain of Industry. This is episode 11. As a quick recap, in the last episode, I think they speak for themselves. Look at these nasty pipes. Absolutely terrible. I have no idea why I thought this would work. I mean, technically it works, but the aesthetics are absolutely terrible. Anyway, being here, you probably noticed this, which is something I didn't notice at the end of the episode, but I did notice as I was watching back the video to make sure it recorded well. Yeah, we are definitely in power trouble between the rubber maker, which takes a fair bit, and the groundwater pump. We are over, so what we're going to do is we're simply going to come down here to our current diesel generator, and we are going to give him a friend. Hello, friend. I'm not currently piping diesel directly in here. I guess I could, but for now, we're not going to worry about it. Either way, we're simply going to have another generator. And the current tutorial would like us to do the captain's office. We can do that. Perfect. Alright, let's get rolling. Good stuff. Food is slipping a little bit, although we are on the... We just finished a replenishment cycle, so now we're working on some vegetables. Or at least we would if we actually had some rain. Speaking of, have some rain. Never mind, we're good. Alright, there we go. I'm sure it is, but that's probably because... Okay, why would you be out of fuel, though? Is nobody delivering? We absolutely have... Let's try and keep a fair bit, at least that much there at all times. Because we have lots of fuel, right? I'm not losing my mind here. No, we have plenty. Absolutely plenty. And you are absolutely set to be allowed to export, so there's no reason whatsoever. You have nothing to do. I kind of beg to differ given the vast pile there I asked you to do. So, did I screw this up? Oh, I did too. That goes from +2 to 0. Alright. Let's try to fix this in a sane manner. That doesn't look right at all, does it? Okay. Let us try to fix this in a sane manner. Okay, so all things being equal, we then ask you to deep below the train. Yeah, we get that. Can I just do that? Will that do it? This makes it look like it's trying to dig upwards. You know what? Something's... Okay. Right. Plan B here is we are simply going to get rid of all this and try this again. Yeah? Something's not right here. Okay. Alright. We want to be going downhill. From here... Right. So, all things being equal, you want a gigantic pile like that. Right? Yeah, no, that was totally wrong. This would, I have to admit, be a lot easier if I could actually see what direction this was pointed in. Because I really cannot tell just looking at this. Alright. So first off, let's just telling you to do a basic flatten. That should already give you a fair bit of digging to do. Maybe that will be enough for now. And I think I wrecked your dumping. Yeah, I did. No, don't do that. Okay, so there's some interface things I'm not super digging here, but that's fine. No, you're still very unhappy. Okay. I was not expecting to have to play with this episode. Alright. Let's start over. Okay, so we are on mining. I want to go downhill. How can I tell which way this is facing? Because that to me looks like it's facing, like it's going to dig down to the left, which is what I want. Okay, that certainly looks like it's going to be going the right way. Yeah? Okay. Then I need a dumping stockpile somewhere near here. And this needs to be going... I guess actually this could be over here. It doesn't have to be inside here. It just has to be nearby, I think. So let us go down to basic level here and just make some kind of... Yeah, I really can't tell which way this is facing. Well, that's clearly wrong. Because this should be going up. Okay, now you're going up. Okay, so you're going to make a gigantic ramp of garbage, and that's completely fine. So we need a flat one, so you can actually get at that, right? Are you happy now? You're happy now. Okay, so that crisis is sorted. Wow. But this is still not happening. You do accept imports. So do I seriously, I mean, should I just build a long pipe? I mean, I really don't want to build a pipe from here all the sodding way over to here. That seems terrible. So why are there no trucks doing it? We definitely have trucks available. Is it a priority issue? I mean, it could be. Okay, so you did drop off, I think. Or at least you could have. You have diesel on you. You can import to the storage, but you cannot export because I want that just to come to here. Did that fix? I think that fixed it, or these guys were just on their way anyway and just hadn't got there yet. But now you definitely have fuel, which means you definitely have fuel, so you're happy now. Okay. Okay. Weird. Anyway, the captain's office is done. So let us build that. So it's going to take power, but that's fine. But I don't think you're going to need any... Yeah, you have no inputs or anything, so I think we can just kind of plunk you off to the side over here somewhere. Maybe down near the beacon. Sure, have a nice scenic view of the ocean. And then you want me to do the vehicle fuel saver. Okay, we can do that. we are just chewing through the diesel. Brutal. Well, once this is going, that should ease the burden on both of them. They'll be able to share the load, and that hopefully will help. But now you think I don't have much diesel. Is this one not enough now? Well, maybe, maybe not. You should be absolutely chewing at all times. But maybe that isn't enough. Well, it might be right. The vehicle fuel saver might be really, really important. Okay, anyway, vehicle fuel saver. Okay, so you're just going to charge me Unity. That's fine, we got lots. Done. Or at least it will be when they actually build the thing. Interesting that you're allowed to pick them before the actual office is built. That seems a little strange to me, but what do I know? Would somebody like to come and build this, please? The other thing I got thinking of, you know, I did all these horribly ugly pipes specifically to leave room. Like, why did I not just plunk ramps? That was the whole point of having ramps, right? Like, right? Problem solved. Like, why did I bother making these hideous? I don't know. I don't know. I really do not know. Yeah, that's all it takes. Simple ramp. No big deal. Ah, yeah. Such a simple thing, and yet apparently it was well beyond me. Well, we have plenty of idle trucks, so they're not waiting on that. I'm not sure what they're waiting on for this build operation. We are definitely set to be constructing, so it's not like they don't think they have work to do. They know about it. They're just not doing it. Am I really low on construction parts? That could be the problem. Who's making, well, those are the vehicle parts. Who's making the construction parts? Who is making, oh, you are, but then you're using them, right. Right. Okay. Well, then why don't you also make some of those? But yeah, I think it's just going to take a bit for them to catch all these up. I guess at least until we have too many of the yellow parts, then they will stop, I assume, but the mechanical parts we are definitely using, chewing through heavily. I'm just going to try and keep an eye on that. It's around in the low 300s, so we'll give it a bit of time and see how it trends. Basically, every time that these guys over here make another batch, it should theoretically update. Yeah, you have completely stopped because you... What? How can you complain we have a low... Okay, you stopped complaining. I was going to say, how can you complain we don't have any when this is full to the point where you've stopped? Ah, these people. I don't understand what they're doing. The food situation's not looking great. Fertility's looking fine. Maybe vegetables just aren't that good. Maybe we should be sticking to potatoes. That's starting to sound like what we should be doing. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So let's take this one and switch it to a replenish. Take this one, switch it back to potatoes. Okay. I think that will be better. What are you lot doing? Are you just full of wood? Yeah, you're full of wood. Because you really have nothing to do now. Now that the coal is not burning through wood. Fair enough. But I also cannot help but notice that we just aren't getting anywhere here. And that tells me we need to stop these for a while. So that we can actually make construction, regular construction parts. That will, I guess, use up some wood, so they will have something to do, but either way. I also can't help but notice you're doing nothing because your output is completely full. Okay. So is yours. So you're saying we have too many of something, but what is it we think we have too many of? You have a lot of those, but you're not into the red. Yeah, it's definitely not those. We have stacks and stacks of room for those. Could it be the mechanical parts? I guess it could, or the vehicle parts, one or the other. Surely it's not electronics. Surely not. Okay, well then you know what? Rather than muck about with it, let's just have some more storage. Leave some gaps. Said that, I think that means they're going to even stop. Oh no, there they go. They seem to have figured out that they have work to do. How kind of you. Silly people. No, that's still not done. None of those are done. But as long as you are actually producing, or at least occasionally, I suppose that will have to be okay. So which output is it that you're really upset with? Do not know. Okay, here's what we're going to do then. Let's stop messing about here. These produce construction parts, which we want to store here anyway. Right? So why don't we just have some actual deliberate output? Yeah, I think that would help. Maybe. Will that fit? Oh, it does. Just barely fit. Beautiful. Okay. The other thing you produce are vehicle parts, so why don't we change this? Because you don't have any right now anyway. So we can change that to vehicle parts. Yeah. And then give you a conveyor. Although that's going to mess up this ramp. So maybe we don't want to do that actually. Or at least not like that. Maybe we want to run you down a little bit to give you room for that ramp. Yeah? How's that sound? Hopefully that sounds It's still 1 square off. Bugger. Okay. Okay, let's try that. No? Okay, so what you're telling me is you don't want a conveyor there. I have, in fact, put these too close together. So be it. Simply having these here, yes, now you have room to dump all sorts of stuff out. And here's where now we're going to run into a problem because you have other stuff other than just the construction parts. Right. Okay. So you are going to do just construction parts. You are going to do all the other stuff, but not construction parts, because you're going to be very, very busy. Okay. Yes, you can do everything except those. Now, is there some way to clear the stuff off the line? Yes, there is. Thank you. Okay, so all things being equal, that should have sorted that out. So you should... Okay, yes, you're just waiting for product. That's fine. Waiting for product is okay. What a mess. Which product are you waiting on? You're waiting on bricks. Okay. Yeah, we don't have a lot of them, but we should have some, which I think are here, right? Yes. Oh, are we going to have trouble because there's no ramp from here to here? Oh, that might be a problem. That might be a problem. Okay. Because they need to be able to actually build this in order for that to work. So we may have to rip down this pipe after all. Well, that is disappointing. Okay. We can do that. And I guess we'll have to rip apart a fair bit of this pipe too. So now, theoretically, you should be able to get at this stuff just fine. Which in turn means you can get at the bricks. So this should be allowed now, once they actually get to it, to do that. Having said that, I still don't see anybody actually doing it, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to live without a ramp there. They can just kind of go around. It's not ideal, but they can do it. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Having said that, as bad as this has worked out, we are also running low on time, so unfortunately I do have to call it there. Yeah, I wish I could say this was working better, but I have screwed up a lot of things. Anyway, I guess that will be fun for tomorrow when we fix it. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and a comment, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe, it really does help. Other than that, I'll catch you in the next episode, which I guess will be fixing stuff. Anyway, in the meantime, have a good one. See ya.